Imagine being able to turn on your lights, your security system, your air conditioner, your television set, all with your smartphone or your laptop. Well, my guest today says you can do that. He is Mark Ice, and Mark is the president of Audio Video Connections in Tallahassee. And Mark, I just think this is a fascinating subject, and I'm finding more and more people who are doing this. It's really catching on, isn't it?
Yes, it is, and it's been around for a while, and it's getting a little bit what I consider more mainstream. It's becoming much more cost-effective or affordable. It's not really for the what I consider the extreme homes or for the very wealthy. So I believe more and more people are being aware of it. It's getting more in. I guess they're having more access to it in places when they go to vacations. I've had a few people, ask me about it because they'll go to a hotel or a restaurant or a resort, and they'll ask me, hey, we were in a room and we had a touch screen and we could do anything from that touch screen or from the remote.
Yeah, I want to do that, right?
Yes.
And it's great for people who travel.
It is, especially from the security aspect. This way you could really log into your house via your iPhone or iPad. You could look at via cameras. You can look throughout the house, adjust your lighting. If you decide you forgot to set your thermostats, you could do that and actually set that at a preset. Generally what we do in our automation, we actually do like a vacation mode for people.
Wow, that's really amazing. You're saying that it's surprisingly affordable, correct?
It is. It's one of the things where when you're tying multiple systems together, obviously there's going to be some cost associated with it, because what you're doing is being able to bring audio video distribution, music streaming, video streaming, security, lighting control, HVAC or heating and air conditioning control, basically all under one operating system. So that takes a little doing, but all of these areas have dropped their level of cost to put something together. In the past, a lot of times we'll put an audio video system or distribution for someone together, or we might put a lighting control system, and we're now getting more and more requests where people say, what about if I could put this on just one? It's like coming into your family room and being able to operate the entire system from one remote,
Wow.
so you don't have scattered remotes.
Wow. I've heard you mention networking. I know what that means, but in your terms, what does that mean?
Well, networking is really important because so much of what we do nowadays runs off of a network. And what I mean really about the network is the local network that's built into your home. Because we're really talking residential here in this aspect. And so regardless of who the provider is, the network in your house, both wired and wireless, your Wi-Fi, needs to be really, really strong. So many of these devices that we're implementing or installing in the house talks on that network. And we all know how frustrating it is if you're watching something and it locks up or freezes, or you lose connection. Right. And so that is a really important aspect of what we do, is creating a very solid network in one's home.
You talk about frustrating. I get frustrated when I look behind my console of the TV because I've got a zillion wires back there. I mean, you're saying that you can ease all of that?
Yeah, that's one of the most common service issues that we run into, and I'm a firm believer in that less is more. Technology has allowed us to really downsize the amount of wiring and get a lot more out of our systems, but it can be complicated because there's so many devices that everyone's being basically aware of and being made aware of, that they want to implement into their home, and they want to have it come up on their screen. They might want to surf the web on their large flat screen in their living room, for instance, and not have to go back to the office. So putting all this together is really where the custom integrator comes in, and that's really what our job is. So much of this material, or I should say equipment, can be picked up online. It can be a big box store. Our job, even though we sell everything and do most of our projects turnkey, is that our job is bringing this all together and making it as simple and as usable for the client as possible.
Well, I definitely love that. And basically, too, what you're saying is you can really improve the quality of life for so many families.
Well, I think so. One of my favorite things, like with the lighting control, is the client can go to bed at night and they forgot to turn off maybe 2 or 3 lights in the house. With one push of a button, then the lights can just cycle off and they don't have to go around. If they have young children in the house and there's a child wakes up in the middle of the night, they can go to a button and turn those lights on in the hallway. That's just one small example.
Yeah.
And also always from the security aspect, via cameras, security systems that can be easily monitored, lighting systems. I think the quality of life has improved, and we're having more and more access to this, and as I said, it's becoming more cost effective.
Well, you're hearing a lot more about all of these connections, and it's been very entertaining and educational for me as well. Thank you so much, Mark,
Well, thank you
for
having
coming
me.
and being our
Appreciate
guest.
it. Thank you.